In this video, we're going to be talking about web design services. This is an uprising service that is extremely lucrative and has potential to make you hundreds of thousands of dollars. As more people are moving into digital platforms, businesses are starting to understand the importance of moving with them on digital platforms, because at the end of the day, if you're a business, you need to be where your customers are. You need to be where the masses are. And the masses right now are on digital platforms, on social media, on Google, on all these different types of websites consuming information. In today's age, more people are surfing the internet for entertainment than watching cable, than watching TV, than going to the movies and doing a lot of other things. So businesses understand this, and they know that it's important for them to be right in front of their ideal customers. And the way you do that is by being online. So, like I said, web design and development services are in high demand as businesses and individuals seek to establish or enhance their online presence. With the way the world is moving and technological advances, having a website has become necessary for almost every business, big or small. This demand creates a sustainable market for web design services, making it a profitable online business opportunity for people like you. Now, like I had mentioned, the reason why this is such a lucrative business model is because it's a high demand services, and as the world is evolving and becoming more technologically savvy and people are jumping more onto digital platforms, this service is going to only increase in demand. On top of that, it's a low overhead cost. Spending $1,000 to $3,000 for a website for a business is nothing. You're talking about, most businesses make over 10,000 plus a month, and there's businesses that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. So allocating $10,000, $5,000, $1,000 to make a website is nothing for them, but the benefits can surpass that small initial investment, and most businesses know this. On top of that, you can have so many different types of clients for this type of service. Web design services are not limited to specific industries. Every business needs this. And even people that are having like weddings or special parties or events, if they have the extra cash, they have no problem investing in a landing page where people can send the link through invitation like that, and people can just go and RSVP on that. That's a real common thing that people are doing, and those landing pages are super easy to make. So it's a really good way for you to make some quick cash. And scalability, like I said, the world is moving on to the world is moving on to digital platforms, and yeah, America might be the one that's on the internet the most, but as other countries, especially third world, second world countries, develop, they're also going to need to be those businesses are also going to need websites. There's going to be a lot more demand for these type of services as we just get better and better with technology, and more people are jumping on digital platforms. So how do you get started with web design? So in order to get started, you do have to educate yourself. You do have to have a better understanding of the essentials, as far as you don't have to be like this insane coder. Thanks to amazing platforms, you can easily learn how to make websites with drag and drops. They have amazing platforms like Squarespace, Wix, Shopify, which are extremely user-friendly platforms that make it easy for basically any business owner to make a website. That's literally why these platforms exist. They were designed to make it easier for businesses to not outsource this type of work and basically create their own websites and help them manage and maintain them themselves. A lot of people don't understand this or realize this, or a lot of businesses just don't have time to be managing their websites, to be making a website. They're too busy running their business. They don't have time to be, dedicating all this time to make an amazing website, learning the skills and doing all this stuff, which is why they're willing to outsource that work, and it's just beneficial for them because they can make more money while you're focusing on getting that website that they need done for their business. Now, you want to make sure you gather the right tools. Like I had mentioned, you want to make sure that you use amazing platforms. Shopify for e-commerce, Squarespace for general web design. And what's cool about both of these platforms is that they offer a bunch of different templates that are literally just plug and play. Download the template, install it in, and then you just have to mess with the actual details and the copy and the images of the website. Maybe change some colors, but essentially these websites are already made for you. You just have to switch them out and have a good understanding of design principles to really bring it all together. And you just want to practice your skills. The more websites you make, the better you'll get, So don't be afraid to just make websites for fun. Don't be afraid to build up that portfolio. Design websites when you're free. Watch YouTube videos. Consistently educate yourself so you can hone in on your skills and just develop stronger skills, which will help you make more money, will help you be more fast when it comes to creating websites, when it comes to creating, landing pages and stuff. And the faster you work, No. So when you put yourself in a position to create quality work, but also at a fast speed, you've just unlocked a secret to print money. And this essentially is what you're trying to do as you get started. Educate yourself, get the right tools, practice every day, and then network and promote yourself. Networking and promoting yourself is the best way to get people out there. You want to go on online communities, you want to engage with platforms like LinkedIn or Behance, which are networks that allow you to display your work and network with other business owners, because the people that are going to really need this service are going to be business owners. So you want to make sure you're networking with them, you're leveraging social media, you're sharing your projects, you're engaging with design communities, and you're using that type of content to attract your ideal customers. Now, so there's a lot of different types of websites to offer, but I'm just going to cover the 4 main ones. So the first one would be e-commerce sites. Now, this is the most lucrative way to make money because the minimum that you can charge for an e-commerce site is $1,000. But keep in mind, it is a lot of work. It usually does take more work than your standard traditional website, but like I said, this is a high-ticket product that is extremely in demand. It takes a lot of work to get these going. So as you get better and you understand how to use certain tools like ChatGPT to create product description, you know how to find outsource certain things for like for product photography, things like that, then e-commerce is definitely the route that I recommend you go. They have amazing platforms like Shopify that make it so easy for you to create e-commerce stores. It's ridiculous, and like I said, e-commerce, everybody's doing e-commerce. Different businesses are doing e-commerce. Regular people are understanding the power of e-commerce and they're trying to do it. So this is a service that a lot of people are looking for, and it's just going to increase as more people shop online. So that's definitely something to consider. Corporate and business websites. This is just your traditional website that represents a business or corporation. They usually provide information about the company, the products, the services, their mission, their team, and then usually it's like a contact page. So websites like companies like, your local businesses, restaurants or clinics, doctors' websites, things like that. Places where you can schedule appointments, learn about the businesses, learn about the products, see some testimonies, and then just reach out. Those are essentially what a corporate and business website would look like. A portfolio site, which is something that you should have as a web designer. So a portfolio site is basically a website that showcases the work of an individual company or a company. And this is basically going to be used as for like artists, photographers, designers like you, or other professionals where they can display their specific skills for previous projects. An example could be like a personal website of graphic designers or photographers or architects displaying their work, putting their projects on there, putting their photos on there, and allowing people to go ahead and jump on that portfolio website and just check out what type of work they're good and see the level of skills that they have. Now, a landing page is a single web page focused on a specific topic. Now, landing pages are becoming huge as sales funnels are being more practiced for businesses when it comes to marketing and tactics and all that stuff. Sales funnels are becoming huge, and part of a sales funnel is a landing page, which essentially is a single website page that provides specific information to basically interact with leads, convert for sales, and really just promote people's products. A lot of examples of landing pages would be like a call to action, a sign-up form. If someone has like a course or an event registration or an email sign-up, those are all different types of landing pages. You know how like you click on an ad, and then you click on the ad, it goes to a website, and then it says, buy this course, buy this product, sign up for this newsletter. Those are essentially what landing pages are. Now, let's see, the types of websites to offer. So we're going to focus on 2 major platforms for this specific thing, and it's going to be basically Shopify for e-commerce stores. Like I said, Shopify is amazingly user-friendly. It allows you to have a bunch of different customizable It allows you to have a bunch of different customizable templates that you just plug and play and just switch out information. There's a lot of built-in tools and features that you can actually get from the Shopify App Store. And what I mean, they have a million different tools, a million different apps. It is insane. They have so many different types of programs that are already integrated within the Shopify platform, which are things like getting access to stock photos, importing reviews for people's Shopify store, importing reviews from other websites like Google or Target or Walmart for your store. They even have crazy softwares that allow you to copy other people's websites and basically steal their exact website 100% for the way it is. And the way you would essentially do that is, let's just say you have somebody who's selling the same product as you. You can find their website, use whatever app or platform that other applications they have on that platform, and essentially copy somebody's website exactly word for word, design by design, and convert it to yours. And all you have to do is just modify it a little bit for copyright purposes, and you have a whole new website that you were able to create in less than 10 minutes. It's crazy how this works. The next thing would be Squarespace. Squarespace is more for, they do e-commerce as well, but they're not really specialized as much as Shopify. So if you're going to go down the e-commerce route, I recommend you use Shopify. But Squarespace is perfect for everything else. Perfect for landing pages, perfect for portfolio creation, and perfect for just regular business websites. It's an all-in-one platform. It has all the solutions you need. It lets you do the hosting, domain registration, and a website builder, just like Shopify, which is a big deal because traditionally, if you were to create a website, you would have to find someone to host the website, then you would have to buy the domain, and then you would have to connect the domain to a hosting website, which it's very technical to get it going. Once you get it going, it's up and running, but you can even run into problems. So the fact that both of these platforms do that for you and already have that integration is going to save you a headache. It's going to save you having to learn advanced coding or any type of crazy technology stuff that can take you some time to learn. So they have amazing, stunning design templates, like beautiful templates that literally, like I said, it's just plug and play. Most businesses don't want anything too fancy. They don't need anything too crazy. So Squarespace will basically get you what you need. They have a drag and drop page builder, which is a game changer. Shopify doesn't have this specific feature, but Squarespace does. And it's literally just drag and drop. You're dragging pieces together. You're making it come together. You're putting pictures there. You're putting captions there, you're putting titles there, you're putting all this stuff there and you're dragging it with your mouse. So that's what makes it easier. And then SEO. If you don't know what SEO is, both of these platforms have it, but it's still something that you have to practice on your own as well. Built-in SEO is essentially, SEO stands for search engine optimization. And essentially what you're doing is you're setting up websites to be found on Google. The better a website has when it comes to SEO, the more optimized it is, the easier it is to find on Google, the easier it is to find, like, let's just say you're a plumber, right? And your website is optimized with quality SEO. If somebody were to look up plumbing in your local city, your website is going to rank first. Your business is going to rank first. And the reason why this is so important because research has shown statistically that on Google, 90% of the traffic goes to the first two links. So if you're the third link, fourth, or fifth link, you're getting less than 10% of the traffic when people are looking up your services, when people are looking up your business. So ranking on Google is extremely important. And if I'm being quite honest, SEO is its own service that you can charge on its own. And you can start with like $300 or $400 or $500 minimum just to get websites ranked. So if that's, website, e-commerce, Shopify, websites, e-commerce sites, Squarespace sites, regular sites, and SEO are all different niches and specializations that you can focus on when it comes to the web design niche and the industry of this type of services. So that's just something to keep in mind as well. It's funny because in the industry, because I have a marketing agency, so I'm familiar with web design, I'm familiar with this type of things. I've made plenty of my own websites when I first started off. And there's this funny joke in the industry that says you can hide a dead body on Google's second page, which is so true because think about it. When was the last time you went on the second page of Google when you were searching something? If you just look at your own psychology, you always pick the first three things that come up. It's just human psychology. It's just convenient. And that's why it's important to master SEO when it comes to web designing services because they go hand in hand together. So finding clients. So who's your ideal client, right? So when it comes to identifying your ideal client, you want to define your niche. Niching down when it comes to providing any types of services is always recommended. So, if you want to be a fitness industry expert that's really good at creating amazing fitness and health websites, then that's an awesome niche. If you want to be someone who focuses more on courses and influencers, helping style education, then that can be your niche. If you want to be someone who works more with like handyman and construction and contracting businesses, that can be your niche. So, once you understand what your niche is going to be, then you have to figure out what their needs are because every business and every industry has different needs and problems that need to be solved. So if you can understand the more niche specific you get, the better understanding you're going to have of that specific industry's needs, which is going to better position you to be more convincing and be more problem solving when it comes to them looking for someone to solve their problems. In this case, it would be creating a beautiful website that represents their business and their industry in the best possible way. So you want to set a criteria, for who your ideal client is, what their business size is, what their budget is, what their location, and what their values are. So you have a better understanding of who they are. And then you're just going to analyze, look at your past clients and identify which ones have you enjoyed the most, which ones were more profitable, which ones were easy to work with. Use insights to refine your ideal client as you're basically figuring it out. Because if you're getting started, then you don't know who your ideal client is. So you got to explore a little bit. You got to kind of put yourself out there and take whatever you can. But as you build up your portfolio, you can start being a little bit more restrictive about who you want to work with because then you're going to start practicing mastery for that specific niche. And once you have a better understanding of who your ideal client is, you can start tailoring your market for that, and you can start creating ads that are going to convert higher and are going to attract the perfect client that's going to pay you what they want, that's going to require problems that you're experts in, and you're going to make a lot of money. So how do you start finding clients? So the number one thing you're going to do is you want to network. Start networking. Go to industry events. Go to conference. Join meetups. Connect with potential clients on other platforms. Connect with people that you know. Reach out to your friends and family. They may not need your services directly, but they may know someone who needs your services, and that's a really good way for you to start making money. Because believe it or not, one person knows at least 1,000 people, and then that one person, I'm sorry, that's not how you say it. One person can be connected to 1,000 person, because that one person knows 5 people, and then those 5 people know 5 more people, and then those 5 people know 5 more people. So don't be afraid to let your family and your friends know what type of businesses that you're doing and what you're offering, because they may meet somebody on the street, and then guess what? Now they remember that you do that type of services, and they might refer you. It happens all the time. You never know, but you're not going to open up that opportunity if you're not trying. Mastering your online presence. So you want to optimize your website. You want to make sure that if you're going to be designing websites, you want to make sure that you have your own website, which is going to be your portfolio, where you're going to showcase your work and stuff. So you want to make sure that your website looks amazing, because it's going to represent your business and the quality of work that you can provide. You want to showcase your portfolio. You want to include client testimonies to build credibility. Client testimonies are the bread and butter of your business. If you can get someone to create a 30-second video review, and if you can get 10 of those, that is all you need to become a millionaire. That is all you need to make 6 figures. It's just 10 high-quality video testimonies of past clients. And you can run ads with that. You can add those on your websites. You can add that on your social media. And you can attract a fuck ton of people. You can make 6 figures with what I just told you. That was a gold nugget. And that applies to any business model in this course, or any course in general. So just kind of keep that in mind. Social media. Another great way to find clients is on social media. People are on social media. The world is moving to social media. Your friends, your family, and all your acquaintances are on social media. So you should be on social media as a business. You should be on social media looking for people who can benefit from your services. All the businesses that have websites more than likely have social media. And if they don't have a website yet, then they have social media accounts, because they're free to make. So you can find businesses that are great on social media, that are doing good on social media, but they don't have websites, or that are struggling to build their online presence, and you can reach out to them, direct message them, and be like, hey, I provide these services. These are my clients. This is my past work. This is my portfolio. And you'll be surprised at how many people and how many clients you can get from just reaching out on social media. From just reaching out on social media. So that's something you want to keep in mind. Oh, sorry, guys. Whew. Okay. Freelancing platforms. There are amazing platforms like Upworks, Freelance, Fiverr that can be a good starting point for you to find clients and build up your portfolio. These platforms are specifically designed to solve problems. These platforms are specifically designed for businesses or people to look for those services that you have to offer. And yes, they may be a little bit competitive. There might be a lot of people on these platforms, but if you can make yourself stand out, and if you can provide quality work and get reviews, then you will be able to make 6 figures on these platforms alone. I'm going to show you guys a quick couple of examples real fast, just so you can see what I'm talking about. I found some people that are making some really good money on this. So this guy right here, okay? This guy right here, he's a web developer, right? He charges $60 an hour, but he's done over 138 hours total. So this guy has made over 6 figures doing websites. Let's see, where is he at? Actually, I made a mistake. This is the guy that I was looking at earlier. Okay. Okay, so this guy right here, Raymond, he's somewhere in Wyoming, I believe he is, and this guy, he charges $45 an hour, right? And he's done over 2,670 hours. So just from this platform alone, let's do the math, 45 times 2,677 hours. This guy alone has made $120,000 just from this platform, just from 110 jobs. Think about it, that's crazy. Almost 6 figures just from 100 jobs. And yeah, you might be thinking, oh, 100 jobs, that's a lot. But still, you're making 6 figures being able to work from your home, being able to solve problems. And the way his the way his account looks on this platform on Upworks, this guy's going to consistently just bring in work. He recently completed 6 jobs, and he has 7 jobs that are in progress right now. So this guy is bringing in bucks. Another person on Fiverr, this person charges $450 for a basic website. Then he goes up to a platinum website, which is $1,000. Then he does a premium website, which is almost $2,000. So this person, Seth, he's highly rated. He has 5 orders in queue. So this person already has $3,000 waiting for him as soon as he can get to the work, which means he's a little bit backed up. But if we were to go based off his reviews alone, he has 104 reviews. I guarantee you this guy has at least 3 times more of the work. These are the people that actually took the time to do a review. But I guarantee you he probably has at least 300 clients. But let's just do the reviews. So with the minimum package, $450 times 104, this person has made $46,000 from his web design services. And if I'm being quite honest, it looks like he just started. So this guy's barely getting started, and he's already making half $100,000 just from this website, which that's very impressive. That's somebody's salary, and I guarantee you he's hitting that in 3 months or less. So that's really something to kind of keep into consideration. This service is high in demand, and people are paying. Okay. Going for another one more person. So here's another person on Fiverr. This person charges $385 for your standard web page or landing page. This is just a landing page. That means it's just one page, something small, or maybe 3 pages max. So this is a website that you can make in 2 or 3 days, and this person's charging $400 for that. But he has over 685 reviews. So let's just do the math real fast. 385 times 685. That's $2,530. This person is making $250,000 providing web design services on the platform Fiverr. That's insane. And I guarantee you he hasn't been doing it that long. He's probably been doing this for about 3 years, and he's already made that much money. And that's just from one platform. Imagine if he has a website. Imagine if he's on social media. Imagine if he's networking. Those are other opportunities for him to make money. Now, I also wanted to check out these are web design services. So this is for an actual agency that provides web design services, just so you can have a better idea, Even them starting off, they're starting off $230 for a basic website, $700 for a more professional website. And keep in mind that this is a promo price. So standard, they charge $800 for their minimum package, and they charge about $2,000 for their maximum package. All you got to do is get 8 clients, 9 clients, and you're going to be making $6,000, $7,000 a month just from that. And I guarantee you, these websites are not that hard to make because you're leveraging platforms that make it easier, that have drag and drop, that have templates. So you're not starting from scratch, and you're not doing all this coding. Like you're like, that's basically what I'm trying to say. You're not starting from scratch. You're leveraging well-established platforms that are already user-friendly and that are easy to design websites and already have pre-made templates where you just plug and play. That's a big deal. Same thing for this is another agency that I was able to find as well. Now, they're more on the higher ticket thing, so they got a basic package, which is a 1-page website. Then you got your standard package, which is for a business website, it's about $600. But even like crazy, an e-commerce website, which I told you is the most lucrative one, starts off at almost $2,000. All you got to do is just get 4 clients, and you're making almost 6 figures. Get 5 clients, and you're making 6 figures a month. And like I said, the e-commerce, it takes a little bit more time to do, but you can make a lot more money, and it's extremely lucrative. Okay, so let's go back to where it was. Okay. So yeah, that's how you can find clients. That's the potential you have to make with this. Now, how are you going to market your services? So you want to develop a strong brand identity. What does your business represent? You want to create a memorable brand logo. You want to make sure that your name is easy to remember. You want to make sure that the visuals and the aesthetic of your brand, the colors that you're using, are consistent on your social medias. They're consistent on your website. They're consistent on your portfolios. They're consistent everywhere people can find you online. You want to make sure that your website looks great. Social media marketing. You want to be active on social media platforms. Remember, everybody's on there. So you want to make sure that you're on social media because that's where you're going to find your ideal clients. And once you start making money, I don't recommend you do this to start off, but once you start making money, once you have some reviews, you're going to invest in paid advertising, and that's going to skyrocket your business because you're going to have those reviews, you're going to have that portfolio. Now you're going to leverage paid advertising to get exactly in front of your ideal client, your clients. Because when it comes to paid advertising, what the difference is between social media marketing and all the other ways that you can market yourself is paid advertising is targeting specific individuals. When it comes to paid advertising, you can target exactly who you want, down to their age, down to their gender, down to what they do for a living, down to where they live. So once you understand who your ideal audience is, who your ideal clients are, you can leverage paid advertising to basically get exactly right in front of them. And if you have those reviews, if you have that portfolio, you're going to be converting like crazy and you're going to be making a bunch of money. Now, another way that you can market your services is by partnering up with other businesses. There's a lot of other businesses out there that do marketing services like digital advertisement or SEO or content creation that don't provide web design services. So if you can partner up with these businesses, you can start offering new services to your clientele, which is going to add more value to your business, and the businesses that you're partnering up with can add your services for their clientele, which means that you guys can trade clients, because if somebody needs social media marketing, they more than likely need a website. If someone's doing paid advertisement, they more than likely need a landing page. So if you can work together and partner up and collaborate with these businesses, you guys can make a bunch of money together. And the last thing is offering free ebooks or webinars. Educate yourself. The number one way to put yourself in a position as a leader in your industry is to provide value, is to educate people, is to give out webinars, to give free ebooks, to basically give people free game. If you can teach people how to do stuff for free, they will be forever loyal to you. And when it comes to them, even if they do try to figure it out on their own, if they get frustrated, you're going to be the first person that they think about. If they see other people that are frustrated, you're going to be the first person that they recommend, because you're the one that's helping them solve this problem, which is a huge deal when it comes to psychology. So how are you going to use social media to find your clients? First, you want to choose the right platform. Obviously, if you're looking for more business owners, right? So you want to be on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is where all the business owners are. You want to be on Instagram because that's where everybody else is. Instagram is one of the biggest platforms right now. And you want to be on Facebook because that's also where a lot of business owners are as well, because they're running their Facebook pages. And there's also LinkedIn and Facebook also have a bunch of different groups that you can join that are specifically for business owners, that are specifically for people that are trying to make money. And those are opportunities for you to get in front of them and solve their problems and help them with their website problems. So you want to make sure your profile is optimized. You want to make sure that you have a good profile picture. You want to make sure that your description of yourself and your account is looking good. You want to make sure that everything is optimized and everything is matching your branding as well. Like I said, you want to make sure you have your reviews and you want to showcase your work. You want to make sure that people can see your portfolio on your website and they have access to your portfolio from your social media account, so they can see what you're all about. And you want to upload your video reviews on your actual content. You want to create posts that are specifically for video reviews, and you want to add them to your stories, and you want to pin them so people can see. So that's the first thing that people see. Fourth, you want to share valuable content. Post tips, give tutorials. Like I said, if you want to put yourself as an expert in the industry, then share valuable insights, provide free value, educate people and teach them so they can grow their businesses. Because if you can teach people how to become better, they're always going to think about you. They're going to be so grateful. They're going to buy your products. They're going to recommend you to friends and family just for the free game that you're sharing. And engage with your audience. If someone comments on your stuff, comment back. And also comment on other people that are in your industry, other people that provide services that are similar to yours. Go on their social media pages, comment on their posts, engage with their audience, because people are going to see that stuff, and then they're going to see you, and they're going to be like, oh, I wonder who that person is. What do they do? They're going to click on your profile. You never know. They might need your services, or they might follow you, and later down the line, they might know someone who needs you, or they might need you. So that's something very important. Join participating groups. Like I said, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, online communities like Reddit. Those are people that are asking questions, trying to solve problems. If you can go out there and you can help them by providing value and just being involved with the community, people are going to remember you and they're going to reach out to you when they need your services. Leverage stories and live features. A lot of these platforms now allow you to go live. Go live, meet your audience, meet your customers, hang out with them, answer questions, give some quick tips, host Q&A sessions, do whatever you can to show people that you care and offer value to put you to position you as an expert in your industry. Paid ads. like I said, you got Google ads, you got social media ads, you got direct listings. So, like I said, what's special about these ads is that you can actually target specific people. Once you get good at ads, I recommend you go on YouTube, maybe invest in a course that'll teach you how to do specific ads. Eventually, I am going to add something on this course that teaches you how to run digital ads for your business. But until we get to that point, do some research. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that'll teach you how to run ads and optimize your ads so you can go ahead and bring in leads. Another great way to find people is, directory listings. Places like Yelp, places like Google My Business, all those places, Yellow Pages, Angie's List. Those are also websites. Those are also websites that offer local services for people that are looking to solve their problems. Think of it like a freelance website, but it's more locally based. So if you're in a city and you provide those services, create a local listing, create all the local listing pages, because all the local people that are looking for your services are going to run into your page, and it's an opportunity for you to find 1 or 2 extra clients. So you want to leverage digital tools. Like I said, we're living in amazing times. There are a million different platforms that you can use to make the web design service just effortlessly and easier. So AI copy, which ChatGPT is amazing. I highly recommend that you invest in the premium when it's like $20 a month. What the difference is that ChatGPT, the regular, and the ChatGPT premium, one of the biggest features for me is that the ChatGPT premium allows you to connect ChatGPT to the internet. The free version doesn't connect to the internet, and it's a little bit outdated with its information. Not only that, but the paid version just performs a lot better. The prompts are a lot better, and it just makes sense. Sometimes the free one can be a little confusing, but ChatGPT is a powerful tool for making copy, for making product description, and for creating marketing material. It will save you a shit ton of time, and if you get good at it, you will save a lot of money and resources. Now, if you need to get good stock photos, because when it comes to making websites, you do need photos, and you want to make sure that you're using high-quality photos that don't have any type of copyright infringement on them. So you want to use websites like Upsplash, Shutterstock, or Pixels. Pixels is my favorite because it's 100% free. It's amazing. They have amazing artists on there. They have amazing photographers, and they're always uploading stuff. Canva is perfect for graphic designs. It is the best platform that is extremely user-friendly. And let's just say you can't make a specific design on Shopify or on Squarespace. You're more than likely going to be able to create that design on Canva and then just upload it to your website. So it's really cool. Adobe Suite is another Creative Cloud, a platform that allows you to have a bunch of different professional tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, or XD for high-end web design and graphics work. Now, Stripe is perfect for collecting payment. Once someone pays for your services, you got to collect it, obviously. So Stripe is a good platform for that. MailChimp is perfect for email marketing. As you start to build up your business, you want to start building a community of people who are going to sign up for your newsletter where you can add free value, because those are the people that are going to consistently want to work with you. They're going to know who you are. They're going to know how good you are. They're going to follow up with you. And it's a good way for you to build a community that consistently supports you is through email marketing. Social media management, they got amazing platforms like Hootsuite or Buffer, which are basically going to help you schedule a post, do keyword research, and figure out what your competitors are doing when it comes to that type of stuff. SEO tools, like I said, SEO is extremely important for web design because you want to make sure that those businesses are getting ranked. SEMrush is perfect. MOS is perfect. A quick tip too is if you create a business page on LinkedIn, it actually is pretty good with your ranking as well. I don't know what it is about LinkedIn and keyword research, but they go hand in hand. So if you're trying to get your business ranked, make sure you create a LinkedIn account for a LinkedIn page for your business. Project management, just making sure that you handle your teammates, making sure that your projects are on time and you're keeping track of deadlines when you told somebody you'd get a certain project done. They got stuff like Trello, they got Monday.com, there's a bunch of different ones. Search engine and data analysts. Google Analytics is perfect when it comes to tracking website performance, understanding what your customers are doing, what the data-driven decisions are, where they're leaving your website, where they're, let's just say someone's putting stuff in their cart and then they're abandoning it. Google Analytics will help you figure out why that's happening so you can solve it and you can optimize your website to perform better. And the last one would be a customer relationship tool. They got amazing platforms like Salesforce and HubSpot. And basically what this does is it helps you track leads, it helps you track the sales process, streamline the sales process for everything, and basically make sure that your customers, that you're not forgetting to reply to your customers, and that your potential prospects are going through a little process to make sure that you're helping them along the way and you're not just forgetting them. So if you want to maximize your profits with web design, you want to focus on high margin services. Like I said, the highest margin services right now would be e-commerce because it's so in demand, and product description on its own and creating each product website does take time. But if you leverage platforms like ChatGPT and stuff, then you can create product description in relatively short time. So That's another thing. Landing pages is another way for you to do high profit margins as well, because you don't necessarily charge a lot for the landing pages, but they're so easy to make that you can just dish them out, back to back. You want to optimize your pricing strategy. You want to regularly review and adjust your pricing based on the market rates, your experience, and the value you provide. Like I said, the bigger you build your portfolio up, the more client reviews you get, the more social media presence that you have, the more you can charge. So just keep that in mind. You want to upsell and cross-sell services. You want to add on services, bundle up package services. You know what I mean? Like I said, SEO is its own thing. So if you want, you can be like, hey, I'll make your website, but if you also want to do SEO services to make sure it's ranked, then it's going to be an additional $500 a month. If you want to do some content creation, or if you want to do some integration or optimize local listings, this will be an extra, $200. Like, that's how you add on top and you make extra money. A lot of businesses understand this. You might get a product for $15, but right when you're about to check out, they'll be like, oh, well, join our community, it's an extra $50, or get this extra bonus ebook for $25. And that's how you make more money, because a lot of the profit is in the upsell. Subscription models. Offer services where you're going to consistently update their website. A lot of businesses are consistently doing promos. They're consistently needing to update their website. So if you can get somebody on a retainer, a monthly retainer, then you can make $500 a month with this business for a whole year. And if you just do that, let's just say you do that 10 times, you're making $5,000 a month from just those 10 businesses. And all you got to do is just update regularly, and then just make sure the website's updated, and just make sure they have security and stuff. It's not even that hard, because most of these platforms already do it for you. So it's just an additional service that you're adding that can make you more money. Invest in marketing. You want to make sure that once you start making money, to start off, I can understand why you don't want to invest at first. But once you start making money, you should be investing your profits into marketing to make more money. And then once you get to a certain extent, then you can start pulling from your profits, and you'll have consistent flow of customers, consistent flow of profit that you can pull from and then also reinvest. Like I said, if you want to position yourself as an expert in your industry, offer training and workshops, that is the number one way to build trust and really just showcase your expertise. Leverage partnerships, like I mentioned, work with other businesses, offer complimentary services, and it's a good way for you to do that. And, just keep it consistently improve. Stay updated with the latest website trends, technologies, continuously improve your skills, and, adjust so you can make sure that you're providing quality work and justify those higher rates as you get better and better at this business model. So the common problems that people have when it comes to web design services. So problem number one would be, client consistently requests changes and additions that weren't part of the original agreement. If you agree to make a website and it's $500 and that's all you're doing is that one-time thing and they keep asking, then you need to charge them every time they ask you. You need to clearly define the project scope in your contract, set boundaries for revisions, and additional work to communicate the cost evolved. So basically, let's just say someone agrees to make a website, you do the website, they're happy, 3 months down the line they ask you to make some changes, you got to charge them for that because you already completed your contract. Or you just get them on a monthly retainer, and then, like that, you can basically help them change their website every time they reach out. But of course, with that, you're going to get consistent income. Design approval. Client may have difficulty. So another issue is that, sometimes clients don't see your vision, and you need to get good at showing clients your vision so they can invest in you. So you want to use wireframes, prototypes, have your portfolio showcase specific templates or maybe an idea of what you're looking for. If you have time, maybe you can create a simple website that kind of shows, or find a website that's similar to what you're trying to show them, and just kind of let them see what they're looking for, because they are investing in you, so they want to make sure that they're going to get a good return for their money. Communication issues. Miscommunication can be a huge thing, so you want to make sure that you use CRMs to make sure that you're regularly communicating with your customers. You want to make sure that you're giving them updates, you're giving them emails, you're showing them, timelines, and you're, making sure that all the decisions and changes are documented so they understand, and there's no miscommunication or no, hey, you didn't tell me this or that kind of thing. Time management. You want to make sure that you're creating these websites in a certain time frame. If you think you can create a website in 1 week, you tell them 2 weeks, and you over-deliver by giving it to them in one. That way, it makes you look so much better. That's a secret right there, is basically just double the amount of time that it's going to take. So that way, if for some reason you fall behind, it doesn't make you look bad. But if you finish early, it makes you look awesome. And then budget constraints. A lot of businesses, especially starting off, they have limited budgets. So you need to figure out how you can do payment programs with them. You need to figure out how you can offer them, scalability solutions, and just work with your clients. Even partnering up with other financial institutes so you can offer finances for them to invest in your business might be worth doing. So that's something you want to really keep into consideration. So as the final thoughts, web design is a dynamic and rewarding field that offers numerous opportunities for creative expression and financial gains. As we explore, there are various aspects to consider when embarking on career in web design. So, at the end of the day, you just want to continuously learn. You want to get good at what you're doing. You want to invest in mentorships. You want to invest in higher education so you can get better at this and so you can charge more money. You want to build a strong portfolio. You want to get those reviews. You want to make sure that your portfolio looks good. You want to give examples, and you want to make sure that your website is looking amazing, making sure that you're networking with the relationships, reaching out to people, making sure you're putting your brand out there, and really just, building up that network and just getting yourself out there as a business owner and an entrepreneur. You want to focus on your client relationships. You want to make sure that at the end of the day, these are people. So treat them like people. Don't just treat them like clients. Treat them like people. Appreciate them for reaching out to you. Solve their problems and be empathetic to whatever situations or problems they may have. And just be a person. Just be a person. So, business acumen. You want to understand the business side of web design is critical. This includes understanding your prices, understanding contracts, and understanding your finances efficiently. You want to make sure that you're investing in marketing. You want to make sure that you're investing in your brand. You're investing in your business. And you want to make sure that you're not undercharging. Okay, and the next would be diversify your income streams. Explore various ways to generate income, such as offering additional services, creating additional products, or teaching people. You can charge people for mentorships, especially if you're good at web design. If somebody wants to learn how to do web design, then teach them. Charge them and teach them. Create a course where you teach them how to do web design services. Now you have two different sources of income from your web design services and the education that you're teaching people. And you want to focus on quality over quantity. You want to create quality websites. You don't want to just make a bunch of shitty websites. You want to create quality websites that convert, because the better the better your websites look, the more happy clients you have, and the better reputation you have, the more money you can charge for services. Which means that you can get to 6 figures easily if you focus on quality customer service. You focus on building customer relationships. You focus on networking. You focus on building a strong portfolio, and you continuously learn and adapt to the ever-changing technological advances. So yeah, guys, web design is an amazing service to look into. It's extremely lucrative. If this is something that you feel like you would love to do, I highly recommend you do more research, watch more YouTube videos, invest in a course that will teach you the skills and fundamentals of web design so you can get started. Look into those platforms, Shopify, Squarespace, and just be hungry and put in the fucking work and fail forward. Don't be afraid to fail. This is a learning curve. You're doing something you've never done, so of course you're going to suck at it. Of course you're going to be shitty at first. But it's through that, it's understanding as you overcome those situations, that's how you practice mastering and you get good and you level up in life. You got this, guys. I believe in you.